I'm a dark sleeper.
Afternoon, so classic British style. It's raining today, middle of July, but I've got a new reel in the post. Spent most of the winter using these 1000 reels. Started off with this Fox Rage, cost about £40. It's Fox Rage Warrior, something like that. Did the job. Nice handle, looks pretty nice. The paint does start to come off pretty quick, but I mean, I had a decent amount of fish on this in the Big Lurf Winter League. Carp up to about 8 or 9 pounds on it. The drag does perform really well. Line lays a bit awkward. Over time it does start to get, you know, a little bit of give, a little bit clinky. So eventually I forked out on the Vanford in 1000, which has been an absolute dream. Super smooth even 3 months after I bought it. Really nice crisp drag on it. Really nice adjustable knob. I've been running £9 braid on this, so it can deal with everything from perch to big chub, small pike really. I mean, I'm sure you'd get a big pike on if you were in clear water. So I've been running the Fox reel on this Major Craft first cast. Solid tip, 7'6", 0.4 to 5 gram, which I mostly use for drop shot and static cheb work on the micro species in the sea and in the canal. And the Vanford, I've been running it on this HTO Nebula Light Gamer, which is a 7.2, 1 to 7 gram, which is a rod I won in the Big Lurf Winter League. It's a great all-rounder that. You can have a nice little scrap with a small perch. I've had pike on it up to a couple of pound. I'm sure you could go up to bass, you know, up to high single figures without any issues really. So let's get down to the business, what we're here to talk about. So I spotted this reel. I really wanted to try a Daiwa in roughly the same price range as the Vanford, so about 150, 160 pound. This one caught my eye. It's marketed online as the Caldia 22 MQLT, which it doesn't say on the box. Oh, there you go, MQ. I don't know what that means. I bought the 2500 size because I wanted something slightly bigger than these two, so that I could target, you know, the bigger sea bass. The pike, while I'm out pike and perch fishing, won't give me such a, you know, too much of a worry. And when I'm abroad lure fishing where there's a chance of bigger fish, I mean, even though I had a catfish on this in America, it took me 10 minutes to get in. I did lose a big koi carp from the Delaware Canal, which actually caught a paddle tail lure, headed towards the lilies. I tightened the drag and, you know, it was gone. So with this reel, I'm probably going to run braid up to probably about 15 pound braid, so that I can bully those bigger fish out of the sticks and the weeds, because the rivers around here are really snaggy, and add that to the lily pads this time of year. Handle, looks like a screw-on handle there. It's always good because you don't have to worry about a loose handle really when you've got a screw on. What spare parts does it come with? A couple of washers, pretty standard with the higher end reels these days. It's got your diagram there and your parts and your instructions, which is good. It's always better to repair a reel wherever you can, and these more expensive reels. So it's a bit of an odd colour this. Online they look really purple, but in real life they're kind of black, but with a very, I don't know if you can see it, a very subtle metallic sort of plum purple to them. But it does seem like a really nice reel. Let's see the size comparison. So slightly bigger than a 1000, definitely a good size for the kind of fishing I want to do with it. There you go, found the thread. Nice, there you go. Seems quite a long handle, good, fair bit longer than the Vanford handle. It's pretty good. Nice soft rubber reel knob, very smooth. No anti-reverse. I've noticed that a lot of these more expensive reels don't bother with the anti-reverse. I mean, when you're lure fishing, what are you ever going to use that for? Nice crisp clip to the drag adjuster. Some nice click into the drag as well. What I like about this drag adjuster is it doesn't seem to get tighter. Some drag wheels, you have to really tighten them up to tighten the drag, but this is quite loose still and the drag's still pretty stiff, so that's quite good. It means you've got a bit more of a quicker adjustment if you need it while you're playing a fish. I really like this big line clip, although I don't use them very much. I'd much prefer it than trying to stick your line in these little tiny ones that most reels have. I mean, that's massive. Yeah, I mean, first impressions, it's nice. It's a nice looking reel, and I'm quite fussy about how my reels look. I especially don't really like silver reels. I much prefer black reels or matte colour reels. I'm gonna load it up with some braid anyway, and the truth is going to be in the fishing, so hopefully in the next few days I'll be able to get out and get maybe a couple chub, couple perch, small pike maybe, and can let you know how it goes. So I've put some 15 pounds Daiwa J braid on. I've paired that with a Westin 5 to 15 street stick. I'm gonna throw out a couple of lures today. The rain's just stopped, hopefully the river's not too flooded. I'm gonna throw some spinners, top water, paddle tails, maybe some crayfish. See how it goes. Fish on the drop as well, instant hit. He's alright, couple of pounds, £6 maybe. There we are. Nice pike on the Caldia, first fish on him. The dark sleeper. I think they're fed up with seeing that perch coloured Westin, so let's see if this does some damage. Fish! There we are on the dark sleeper. Same size as the last one. So yeah, slow start. A couple of spots I tried earlier on, absolutely nothing. Bit of a trusty spot here, can be good, can be bad sometimes. Really good today. I took a fish right under the waterfall on a Westin shad tease, 10 centimetre I think. And then almost immediately after, I had a hit somewhere else. Switched over to a dark sleeper, took a nice fish on that as well. They gave it the proper nos boost in that current. It was quite hard to get them up there. I had to walk down the river and really put the drag on the reel. Really nice and smooth. Worked really well. A lot of confidence in it, so really happy with that. As a little bonus, I spotted some chub under a tree on the way home, and oh my god, that was stupid. Now I'm the one on the end of a hook.